are here today at Wheeler National Wildlife Refuge to do some birding. We're mainly looking for sandhill cranes and whooping cranes. We've already seen about 600 sandhill cranes, no whoopers yet. A lot of cardinals, house finches, a goldfinch, some ducks. So we've got our eBird list going, and we're just having a really great time today looking for some birds. Unfortunately, the visitor center and the observation building are closed because of COVID. But we're still seeing a lot of really amazing things today. Isn't it just so beautiful? Alabama has it all, I tell you.
We did. We're so blessed.
There was a lot to explore along the trails. Everywhere we went, we could hear the cranes. On our first day at Wheeler, we saw a couple thousand sandhill cranes and several other species of birds. We moved to a different location within the refuge and counted 400 white pelicans, nearly 70 great egrets, and a lot of gulls. Pelicans are so comical and yet so majestic at the same time. That evening, we stayed in one of the brick cabins at Joe Wheeler State Park, which is about an hour away from the refuge. These cabins, located on the Tennessee River, were built in the 1930s as housing for those who built Wheeler Dam. They are spacious and very comfortable. This is like there's a screened-in porch area here. Here's the kitchen. Barry's working. Pantry area. And then here is one of the bedrooms. Here's another bedroom. Only one bathroom, but we'll make it work. We're hoping to get a fire going in this thing tonight. There's a big room down there too, Kim. One more.
I think I'll stay in.
There's another one.
I don't want to make him freeze either.
Oh no, I've got my sleeping bag. I will be fine. We're just trying to figure out how to work the heat.
Maybe when we get firewood, we can ask them.
Yeah.
This is how a real man makes a fire.
No, a real man would have woman down by fire.
You are going to be so abused. No supper for you for 2 weeks. So Barry, can I see your, you have a blowtorch and a leaf blower.
Fire needs oxygen.
The wood we purchased was green and hard to light. Barry gave up, but I persisted. Patience. This is what it takes. Patience. When we stepped outside the cabin the next morning, we were greeted by a chorus of birds and several squirrels. We grabbed our binoculars and cameras to get some birding in before we headed back to the refuge. We were delighted to find even more birds at the refuge than the day before. We enjoyed and documented all the birds we saw, but we were really there for the cranes, especially the whooping cranes. We hadn't seen any the day before, so we were hopeful we would see at least one before we left. We saw so many sandhill cranes from the blinds, and then among them, we saw 3 whooping cranes. These stately birds are the tallest and one of the rarest birds in North America. I grew up in central Wisconsin. As a schoolgirl, I visited Necedah National Wildlife Refuge to see the cranes. The population of whooping cranes that migrates to Wheeler is from that area of Wisconsin. We moved on to watch the American white pelicans feed once again. With a wingspan of 9 feet, they are another of North America's largest birds. We saw whole flocks of them soaring high in the air, majestically circling in unison. Before heading home, we stopped at one more area of the refuge to view the waterfowl. Wheeler is on the eastern edge of the Mississippi Flyway. It supports Alabama's largest concentration of wintering waterfowl, with numbers reaching up to 2,000 geese and 75,000 ducks annually. We saw so much while at Wheeler National Wildlife Refuge and Joe Wheeler State Park. We documented 43 bird species and saw an estimated 7,000 individuals. The company was fantastic.